Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a workout for people who have been sitting at a desk for a long time or your computer. So we're going to need a TheraBand and we're going to get straight into it here. So sitting down on our bottoms with our legs straight out in front of us, you're going to take the band, pop it just around your feet, around the arches. And then from here, once you have that, you want to check you're sitting nice and tall. So if you do need to move your glutes out the way so you can find your sitting bones, feel free to do that. But we're sitting nice and tall. The back of the skull is lifting up to the ceiling. You've got some tension on those bands. You're going to narrow row. So pulling in, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Then inhale, release. So nice and slow. Exhale, you're squeezing. Inhale is the release. As we are moving through this, we want to take your shoulder blades and imagine you've got a hand in between them that you're trying to squish each time you bring those elbows in. So with this, if you do need more tension, you can always walk your hands further up or you can cross over the bands. So you've got the opposite band in your hand that's going to give you more tension. But from here, as we move through this, we're trying to bring in your muscles through your upper back. So strengthening your upper back is super important if you sit at a desk a lot, because it's super easy for you to lose a lot of that upper back muscle area, especially if you're slouching your shoulders, your chest gets tight. So nice and gentle. We are here for a little while. Just making sure you are making it tough for yourself so we are able to build some sort of strength. Everything is always super controlled here when we're doing Pilates moves. So just making sure that you are going and choosing form over anything else. Those deep breaths, so that exhale on the way in and inhale on the way out is super important as well. So really making sure we're checking in the whole time with that breathing. So coming up, we're just going to add a hold here. So pull in, we're squeezing. Nice and strong, super tall through the back of the skull. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Can you get your elbows a little further back? I said further back, Caitlin. What are you doing? Deep breaths. And you can let it go. Nice. Moving on to a kneeling position next. So we're going to come up, have the band nice and tight, nice and tight around the front of your thigh area, just below the hip, moving into your chest expansion. So hands are tight by your sides on the band. You're pressing your hands behind your hip by squeezing your shoulder blades together and opening through your chest. So important things to note with your chest expansion, it is super easy to start arching through the lower back with this one. So if you do find that lower back starts to arch, take a tuck under with the tailbone like a scared cat and squeeze your belly button to your spine. That's going to help support that lower back so that we can get the muscles we actually want to work in this exercise. So make sure your core is squeezing the entire time. Similar to the row in terms of you do want to squeeze those shoulder blades together, we're using a lot of triceps here, adding on pulses here. So hands stay behind the hips, just pulsing up and up and up. Nice. Squeeze that core. And release. Nice. Moving to a different version here. So you take your hands back now. We're going to add our looking side to side through the neck. So with this, you want to hold those arms on strong. So make sure they are behind the hips. We're going to start bringing the eyes with us side to side. So as you look to one side, eyes do come with you. This is the last version of the eyes coming with us. And then next time we're going to add keeping your eyes forward as your head turns to either side. So why are we doing this? So when you're on a desk all day or you're on the computer all day, your eyes often don't really focus that well because they're constantly moving. So you want to stay looking about 20 meters ahead and just keep the focus there with your eyes, because there is eye muscles in our body we often forget about. So just keeping them out in front of you. Nice. So as we're moving through this, don't forget your arms need to come far behind those hips.
Oh, no, it's too late.
Once we have finished that last one, we're going to hold back. So take your hands back, hold as far behind the hips as you can while keeping that core on. Eye gaze, again, staying focused, 20 meters ahead.
Almost creepy.
We've got 4 rounds of this, so release. We're going to go again. Press as far back as you can, keep the tension. Release, we go again. So again, with our chest expansion, we're trying to strengthen through the back of the shoulder muscles, and we're trying to improve our posture by counteracting that slouching. Release. Go that last time here, guys. Squeezing your core still. A little further back. And release. Nice. Moving to your single arm chest expansion. It's the same thing we did before, just the right side. So arm behind the hip, keeping the arm long, and squeeze the shoulder blades together. So single arm is going to help add on the opposite back posture muscles through your body. So really trying to keep your core on so you can have your body stabilize. Double checking that lower back doesn't start to arch. Eye gaze again, staying focused out in front of us. Holding if we can, single arm as far back as you can. And release. Nice. Straight to the other side here, guys. Same thing, single arm back and release. Back and release. Nice and tall through the back of the skull. Eye gaze straight out in front, core is always on. Really squeezing. A little further back, please. Holding here, staying nice and strong. A little further back. And nice, straight into your quad stretch. So arms out straight in front, moving from those knees. You'll notice my eye gaze stays forward. So again, that lower back, we want to catch ourselves if we start arching. We're just that diagonal position as we lean back, then straight up in that high kneeling. Diagonal position on the way back, straight up. So what's working here, we're forcing those quads, those front of thighs, to stay strong, but instead of making your quads shorten here, like normally when we work muscles and we ask them to be strong, we shorten them. We're asking them to stay strong but lengthen. So that's extra challenging for your body. So really coming as low as you can. I've just added in some arm movements here, not really necessary. Just make sure you are squeezing the front of the thighs, squeezing the core. Adding some extra movement if you feel that's right for you. We're holding back now. Again, I've added on those arms. Feel free to, if that's not for you, stay where you are. I just wanted to challenge my core a little bit by keeping my ribs closed while I'm moving up and down. Holding a little lower. Hee. Nice and strong, deep breaths. Little lower if you can. Force those quads to be strong. And release all the way up. Nice job, guys. From here, I'm going straight to bow and arrow. So TheraBand in front, one elbow behind, following my shoulder as I rotate back. This should feel nice and easy, not too tough. We're just rotating through that torso. With this, hips are nice and square, using your breath as you rotate back. Again, core is on, super easy to take it off. So we always check in with that core, So how do we know it's on? Belly button to your spine. See if you can get a little bit of extra rotation each time. Maybe you can hold a little tenser on the TheraBand as we're moving side to side. It's straight into your squats with chest expansion. So now we're starting to bring on the glutes. Why? So when we sit down all day, those glutes can get a little bit weak because they're not really being worked. So the kneeling squat position we're adding on here is just helping bring on those glutes a little bit. We're going to work them extra hard later on, but from here, just starting to bring them into the exercise. So going from a sitting down position to a nice and extended position. Moving with that breath still here, guys. Well, hopefully you guys don't look as scared as I do. I'm not sure what's going on. Holding down, we pulse up and down, nice and slow. Squeeze, release through those glutes, through those thighs. Bump to heel, then hover, bump to heel, hover. Nice. Then we're going to come straight to standing so we can move into your scooters. So you can drop the band. We're standing up. We're going to take your right foot in front for this starting pit. Find a nice hip hinge straight into your tap back and forward with that leg. So with the hip hinge, you'll notice my back is nice and long. My bum is back as well. And I've created a little bit of rotation through the hip. You'll also notice that front knee, that right knee is soft. And as I'm moving through this, I've progressed it by lifting the leg, adding a little bit extra balance in. So feel free to do that if that's for you. If that's not, stay with your toe tapping on the ground. We're going to be here for a little while, so really making sure you do have that hinge motion through the hip, double checking you've not started to close your chest and slouch your shoulders throughout this. I am adding in a little bit of running arms here. Just with the running arms, adding it in helps just try to get your body working as a system. And then from here, it's a little bit extra balance as well. So feel free to add it on, feel free to leave it out. Really focusing on squeezing that core throughout this. Again, it's so easy just to take that core off. Holding that leg back, we're moving through lifts and lowers. Squeezing that core, squeezing the glute, squeezing the thigh. Holding back soon. And hold, nice. Find a little bit more of a hinge if you can. Lift the leg a little higher. Stay strong. Nice. Straight into skaters. So hinge, tap out wide this time, then come back up, release the hinge. So we're adding that hinge, then tap, then back up. So just starting with separate movements so we can really make sure we are getting that hinge, that rotation through the hip, sticking my bum out, long through the spine, open chest. Staying down now, no break, with tapping in and out through that leg, adding those running arms if you want to. Again, I didn't do it here, but you can always take your leg up so it's not touching the ground for a little bit extra balance. You can always bend a little bit more with the knee and stick the bum a little further out as you lift that leg here as well. So as I'm moving through this, just double checking that you have your hips nice and square and that knee is nice and soft. So a slight bend. Holding that leg out, we're going to challenge lift and lower again. This is a little bit more tricky. So really focusing on squeezing your core to help you out here. Isn't this super fun? Holding nice and strong with that leg high as you can. Make sure that knee's soft, your bum is back. Hold your balance. Almost lost it. Well done. Let that leg rest. I'm going to go straight to some shoulder rocks. So down into a plank and shifting your weight forward and back. So with this, we're bringing a little bit of core on, and you can always make it a little bit more challenging by doing some single leg rocks if you want to. You can lift one leg and rock and then switch to the other side. From here, as we move through this as well, you want to focus on that nice line. So make sure that bum isn't up in the air, core is on, belly button to your spine, shoulder blades far apart. And you can let it go here. Nice. Then we're going to come up straight to the other side with your skaters. Hinge back, tap out, back in, and back up. Again, square hips, knees soft, long spine. Double check we don't start to close through that chest and slouch those shoulders like we would at a desk. Staying down, now just your taps in and out. So again, if you want a progression, you can take that leg, don't let it touch the ground, adding that extra balance. Also those running arms if you want to, so you can have that body working as a system. Core is on. I look very sad here, but try to smile through this. I'm not sure what I'm thinking. Don't look very happy, so I hope you're feeling a little bit happier. I think I've gone off into my own world here, but yeah, from here we're adding that lift and lower, nice and stable. Make sure your knee is soft, bum is back. I think the footage has a little bit of a glitch here, but you can get the point. We're just going to keep lifting and lowering, and yes, this is a photo of a nutcracker. I'm just getting you to hold. Stay holding, guys. We're staying strong. Lift higher. Nice. Moving straight to the other side. So this time your left leg forward into the toe taps, in and out. Nice and controlled. Again, lift the leg if you want a little bit extra challenge with the balance. Squeezing our core. Hips are nice and square. Spine is nice and long. Chest is open. Eye gaze lifted out in front of you. Taking those nice deep breaths, nice and controlled. We're adding our running arms if we can, extra balance. Hold back, lift and lowers. Challenging that stability. Make sure your knees bent, core is on. Holding nice and strong here, guys. Can you hinge a little bit more, leg a little higher? Squeeze your core a little tighter. Almost finished. And we are done. Well done. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I can see you again next time for